Holistic connection. Let's heal. Holistic connection. Let's learn. Holistic connection. Let's grow. Holistic connection. Let's be real.
Hello, everyone. This is PamelaTopjian, your host for Holistic Connections, Conversations with Holistic Practitioners. And our guest today is Shillpi. And I will ask you to please introduce yourself and share what you do in the holistic healing space, please.
Hi, Pamela, and hi, everybody else. I am Shillpi, and apart from being a mom, a sister, and a daughter, and all the roles all of us play in this world, I am also a gifted intuitive clairvoyant and a psychic. I was born with the gift, and over years, I guess it chose me, then I kind of chose it to be where I am on this journey.
Yeah.
So it's a very brief introduction of yes.
So you do have on your website, you do mention how these gifts started for you very young. So do you want to explain a little bit about that for the listeners?
Yeah, Pamela, it's beautiful how you could go back in the timeline of your life. Every time something comes up as a aha moment in my present journey, because while I am helping others with this gift, it's also like the light. This gift has been the light which guided me on my journey.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's when I have these aha moments these days with the clients, it always takes me back to, oh wow, when did that happen in my journey? And then, oh, how did it all begin? And there's so much of nostalgia and gratitude always. But yes, I've always had the gifts. Over years, when people asked me when I was really young, I do remember having these conversations with the source.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I don't follow a particular religion. Rather, I feel there's a little bit here and there everywhere to be picked up. And at various stages in life, it resonates differently with me. And yeah, so I always had these gifts. I do remember feeling more, seeing more as a child, and obviously being labeled as the scaredy cat, sensitive one,
Yeah.
angry one, which I now see was because I knew who I am and I had very clear boundaries which were unknown of from a kid, especially in the Asian society, and a female kid. So all the factors, right? I have to say I've been very blessed where my father ensured that we get really good education. I have a mom who really believed in me in terms of pushing me to be my very best in our own ways, of course. As a parent, would I do that? Maybe not. But they did their best. So very grateful. A grandmom who was a force to reckon with. And yeah, so it was beautiful. And then, I think where it really escalated was when I went to the medical college. I was all by my own. It was an absolute mess. And that's where the conversations began to happen two-way. Earlier, it was just my conversations. And it was getting too much at home. There was a lot of emotions. There was a lot of interplay. I couldn't hear. It was blurring out. And I don't know what happened. And somehow I found myself in the medical college. And when I was in the college, there was this room there where they kept their holy book. And that's when I went and I heard literally, you'd asked for it, it has been granted.
Wow.
And what I'd asked was, it's too much noise, I need peace. It's too much going on, I need to know what's happening.
Yeah.
And yeah, and that's when I started hearing. And then began the journey of, those were experiences. I came back home to a friend's house, and middle of the night, I found a book by Dr. Brian Weiss.
Yes.
And that's when I realized it's a gift and not everybody has it, because we thought we're all the same.
Yeah.
And then began the experiments and training, as I would say, with my spirit guide. Of course, as I look back, I do know that was the training because those learnings are now what guide me to help others.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you get married, you have children, and when you become a mom, you obviously open up a portal again.
Yeah,
And
that's huge. Yeah.
yeah, so it's been a journey. It's been a beautiful journey. And then, of course, as a doctor, I was working in ICU. I could sense more, I could see more. Over years, the doctor in me faded, and I was put in a situation where there was a gap, and I didn't know what to do. I was just being a mom,
Mm-hmm.
having experiences, and then it just kind of picked up, and then it started sending me people who had similar issues. I
Yeah.
started helping them. I think it's all so beautifully planned. So
Yeah.
long you don't resist and just surrender, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of that divine intervention and
Mhm.
connection leading you and guiding you along the path. I love that. I love that. Yeah, thank you for sharing. So you mentioned how you started with these gifts as a child. You started as a doctor, and then you kind of went back to the gifts for healing. So when did you realize and how, what were some of those first experiences to realize that you can use these gifts to also help others on their healing journey in a completely different way than you had been taught as a doctor?
Oh, so as you say this, I was thinking I'm going to say something, and then my first vision now is I remember I was an intern. I I was a physical therapist, so I walked into every
Hmm.
day I would go to the ICU. I would see this gentleman with tracheostomy, couldn't talk. He would just
Hmm.
keep looking at me. And after a few days, I realized when I looked into his eyes, I could literally connect with him.
Mm.
So I held his hand, spoke to him, and within the next few days, he passed away.
Mm.
So to me, it felt that he needed to be heard because everybody said he's been here for months and nobody comes to see him. He's
Yeah.
just here. And so that was, for me, talking without words,
Yeah.
like energy, exchange,
Hmm.
to then eventually realizing that when I would see pictures, I would see them differently. I would
Hmm.
know whether the person is alive or not. To the person is going to go in a few later on. Suddenly, I would know, oh my gosh, I was going through his pictures and he just passed away a few weeks ago. Like, really? To what just happened?
So just from photographs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
Wow.
energy, right? You can connect, right? You sense it. To then the Facebook, which is to show, suggestions. And I saw that there was this very distant relative of ours who moved to Australia when she was a kid. And I knew didn't want to do anything with our
Hmm.
relatives because the
Yeah.
boundaries and everything is chaotic.
Yeah.
And she had a picture with her two kids, and something in me kept saying, connect, connect, connect. And I was like,
Mm.
it took a while because when I had only met her when I was 2, she'd visited India
Ah,
and I had a
yeah.
picture of hers. So I messaged her and said, I know you're not interested in connecting, but can I ask you about your son? So she gets back to me and says, are you a psychic? I was like, what does that
Mm.
mean? Why are you asking? She's like, what about my son? I said, I don't know. Every time this picture is flashing, I feel like I need to connect with you. And she's like, he passed away a few years ago in an accident. He's a
Mm.
very evolved soul. A lot of psychics have told me, are you a psychic?
I see. I
That's when I
see.
came to know, who am I? What am I? What are these gifts called? I was a mom at that time. I was married.
Hmm.
So I inherited another family. India in its own, even though I was brought up by a wonderful father, of course, mom as well, I didn't know patriarchy until I got married.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah. If you didn't know it
I was,
before, you know it after that.
I was struggling.
Hmm.
And then it just kind of, so with her help, then I stood in my own power rather than giving away my power to be stable and not be bothered by sitting at home, not doing anything. You're a doctor, blah, 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 just raising kids to blah, blah, blah. All these nosy Indian relatives to aunts, disconnected, to don't worry, there's somebody who believes in me, to raising my kids and sorting myself out. And the beauty of this gift is the more you sort yourself out, the better it grows, the connection grows, your vibration rises higher. So then I remember I was helping a single mom, and suddenly I had a lot of requests. How much do you charge? What is it? And I'm like, oh, wow, wow, wow. And she's like, I gave you a number. You need to get out there. Like there's a difference in charging. And so then I remember my mentor from Australia said, do it. If it doesn't come, you do return the money. The lady who came in, she came in crying. And the messages were beyond. For me, I was just doing what I do, right?
Right.
But when she left, she couldn't see me. But when I looked just across the wall, I saw her going to the elevator dancing.
Oh.
She was in her 60s.
Oh.
And that vision was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
This gift can bring so much comfort and peace. Oh my God.
Yeah, the difference from the way she came in to the way she left. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And
Amazing.
it was decided.
Yeah. That's how the work chose you. Yeah.
And then it was beautiful. Even as you say, Pamela, the scope of this work, I have to say, walking this path and doing this work for 25 years, I turned 47 this year. I cannot define the scope of this work
Yeah.
in words.
Yeah.
There are times I have people walking in and I think to myself and say to the guides, now, what is this another thing you've sent towards me?
Yeah.
I've never dealt with this before, but if you are sending them to me, because I don't advertise. So my instruction to the guides is very clear as a request. I don't want to take anything that's not mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Send them only if I am able to be of service.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes perfect sense rather than advertising and getting people,
Yeah, I
drawing
don't want
people
people
in.
coming out of curiosity,
Yeah.
upset. This is not something that you can have expectations out of.
Yeah.
It is the universe, the source, that is going to decide where this is going to go. So it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I surrender and say, if you're sending them to me, I shall be in surrender to see how can I be of service.
Yeah. I love that.
When they come in with similar surrender, I have seen the biggest breakthroughs that happen are where they have immense faith in my ability to guide them.
Yeah.
Now, I am just a human,
Right.
but I am a channel and I'm very good at what I do. Like somebody is an engineer, they're very good at what they do. So when they have that kind of faith in me,
Right.
the universe or their God or their source ensures that they receive what they need to through me.
Yeah. Yeah. So you had mentioned your guides. So I wonder if you feel like the people that you work with that come to you, do you feel like their guides and your guides connect to bring you two together, regardless of how aware they are of the interactions with their own guides? I know some people are very aware and others, they're being guided and they don't really realize it. So I wonder if you feel like maybe their guides and your guides are sort of connecting to bring them to you to get what they need.
Now, I would say a few things here. Most importantly, we all understand different languages.
Right.
So different belief systems, different
Right.
cultural backgrounds. Having said that, now somebody might want to believe in guides. Somebody might want to say your energy, your higher consciousness,
Right.
or the source. So I would leave the naming with
Mhm.
each one of us. Having said that, it's a bit of both.
Uh-huh.
To whosoever needs to be of service at that time at the other end.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I never focus on where the signal is coming from.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
I am a radio. I catch the signal. Yes, I ensure I'm connected to the highest vibration. So I'm connected to the higher sources.
Yeah.
I fine-tune myself every single day, working on myself with the same gifts that I help each one as well. So
Yeah.
every day I work on sadness, anger, forgiveness, past, so that you're a clean vessel.
Yeah.
And then, yes, so it is my guides. It could be your guides. It could be a combination of both. It could be me connecting to your higher self
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
to
The language
receive.
doesn't matter.
And we also I do not believe in restricting or putting a word to it because the universe
Yeah.
is infinite.
Yeah.
We need guidance. We are
Right.
here in complete surrender, willing to flow. Please guide us.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for explaining that way, for sure. So
Thank
you also have on your website that you do animal communication. So when did I saw that face?
Again, as I understand from where I am today, if
Yeah.
you are a scientist, you work with chemicals, you can work with various kinds of chemicals, you can do whatever, create
Mm-hmm.
atom bomb or something useful. Now, energy, I work with energy, I read energy. Having said this, I had no idea until animals started getting attracted to me.
Yes.
So then, walking in the community and somebody's lost their cat, and oh, yeah, okay, let me walk here too. I feel she's here. And we find her. How did you? I was like, oh, I don't know. And
Just
she's like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a psychic. She's like, oh, no wonder. But then you're so busy. Life is happening. I'm a mom, I'm a daughter, I'm raising kids. And at the end of the day, when you do this work, your most important job, I would say, which I take really seriously, being a mom, because I don't want to pass any dysfunctional patterns to my children, period.
yeah, yeah.
Without that, all of this work holds no meaning to me.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
only extend this out when it is my bucket in the house is full and it is
Right.
overflowing.
Yeah.
And so I remember I was reading for this gypsy reader in Australia,
Mm-hmm.
wonderful elderly gentleman. He's like, you know what? Uh, he obviously, when you're senior, you learn from them, no matter how good you are at what you do.
Yeah.
So he said his cat is really sick, and so I said, oh, could you take her to the vet and check on the right side? And he's like, yeah, but there's no wound. I said, yeah, but she's been in the bathroom for a really long time. He said, yeah. And so the next day he messages me. I mean, I have the testimonial. Oh my God. When somebody's walked this path longer, you really, really look up to them for that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, if you say, I know it. There's like very many years back.
Right.
And that time I was really humble and I would say, no, it's okay. I'm good, but I don't want it to, I don't want to be arrogant about it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
still learning to get around with your gifts. And it's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to say
Right.
anything. And then he gets back to me and he's like, oh my God, Shilpi, it was attacked by an animal. There was an internal wound which we couldn't see. It was on the right side of the thing, under the stomach. From today onwards, do me a favor. Do you think I'm a great reader? I said, oh, yeah, you were wonderful, bro. And he's like, can you start saying, I'm a bloody, pardon my language, good psychic and a reader, and I'm good at what I do, and I'm good with animals too.
Yes, yes.
And he's a senior who's walked this path, so I promised it and I honored it. The more you believe in your gifts and the more you assert it, the universe is listening and he's like, voila, now we get going.
Yeah, that's how that started. Yeah.
Then various things, right? Somebody messaged me and says, that kid has run away from the house with a suicide note. Can you do you know where he is? Could you find it? I was like, oh, I've never done this before, but let me see what I get. He's fine. I see he's safe. I can read from the picture. And then I'm like, okay, check his social media, especially Instagram. He's in a place with letter M. She
Ah.
messages back. 2 days later, he was there, and the guide said he's going to call you back for money. That's exactly what happened.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
So, you yourself do not know the scope of this book because
Right.
you've been given a gift. You are to be of service. All you've ensured is you are in surrender and you are extremely ethical.
Yeah.
You're not going to misuse it.
Right, right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then, of course, the universe is very beautifully a beautiful teacher.
Mm-hmm.
It does sometimes test you
Yeah. Yeah.
and entice you.
Right,
I'll tell
right.
you, oh, can you do this? I'm like,
Right.
oh, I'm not going to do this.
Like a
We're not having it
challenge.
today. Yeah. So there's always these tests and it'll catch you off guard,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah. So you had mentioned that people come in and you saw how that woman had left, and then you also have mentioned emails and people messaging you. So do you work with people in person or virtually or both and one-on-one, or do you ever do any kinds of group sessions or anything like that
Pamela,
as well?
it's all very open. I am in
Uh-huh.
surrender. Lately, it's so I work with them in person. If I'm traveling to various countries, there are people who message me
Uh-huh.
if they are visiting where I am at the particular moment.
Mm-hmm.
Having seen the way the world has expanded, most of it is online.
Yeah.
Because is energy, can be
Right.
read. People are very surprised. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so for me, and of course, with experience, it gets better. That there are certain things that I do that are ancestral clearings. I've been doing it online now because people really want it. Uh, when I'm traveling, I do it in person,
Mm-hmm.
online, face to face, one to one, to sometimes, uh, we just want to talk about forgiveness
Mm-hmm.
energetically. So
Yeah.
groups,
Yes.
the universe automatically puts it together.
Yeah.
I would say there are a lot of people who message me and say, "Oh, you know what? There are so many people in India teaching automatic writing. This is in
Mm-hmm.
groups, and
Mm-hmm.
obviously, when you're teaching in groups, it's cheaper. Why don't you do it? Why don't
Mm-hmm.
you advertise?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to do it
Yeah.
because each one of us in our ability is at a different place. One size doesn't fit all. There is
Right.
no theory I can give you. Yes, if I want to make money and that's my focus, this is a brilliant
Right.
opportunity.
Yeah.
But this is an art.
Yeah.
You are given, and
Right.
I sit down on my knees every day. I I don't know any other word than the word ibadat. It's an Urdu word which
Mm-hmm.
means you honor it. Ibadat say, like
Yeah.
it's something precious. There is no playing around with it.
Yeah.
So that is very clear. Having said that, also energy has to be felt.
Mm-hmm.
It cannot be. So it's like fire. How do you know how fire feels and ice feels? You
Right.
feel it.
Right. You have to
I cannot
experience
say
it. Yeah.
fire feels hot and ice feels cold. Yeah, but a lot many other things feel hot and cold.
Right.
But
Right.
fire feels like fire.
Yeah. You have to
Similarly,
experience it. Yeah.
exactly. Being a human, you are at, for example, say 220 volts. A lower energy operates at 110 volts, for example, and a higher vibration operates at 440 volts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, being a psychic, when you hear people come to you with a lot of hopes, you have a
Yeah.
lot of responsibility. Where you connect and channel from makes a huge difference
Mm.
to protection and the
Yeah.
accuracy. So I need to maintain myself at 220 and
Mm-hmm.
not go lower, because if I go lower, they connect with me. And then at
Mm.
the same time, I need to know what 440 feels like and 110 feels like. You only
Yeah.
experience it. I cannot teach this to you. So to 10 people who come to learn clairvoyance from me, I cannot teach you in
Yeah.
theory. I will see where you are in your journey
Mm-hmm.
to clear your vessel to become a better resonant
Yeah.
channel, and then lead your hand like a mentor. Feels like what?
Yeah.
Because I am training you to be responsible for so many people.
That
You
makes
might
sense.
see the consequences of it in this lifetime, but hey, yay, I'm sitting here with consequences of many lifetimes. I ain't going back. I'm only getting better.
Yeah, yeah. So we're running out of time. I'd like you to mention your website, and if anybody is drawn to you, what's the best place for them to reach out to you? And we'll have the link below, but I'd also like you to share it just for the listeners and for people who might not read the description below. If you could mention your
Thank you,
website
Pamela.
and the best place for people to reach you.
Thank you. And here we thought I wouldn't know where this conversation goes.
Yeah.
So it is www.awakeningwithshilpi, which is with
Awakening
a
with
double
Shillpi.
L.com. And Instagram says the same, Awakening with Shilpi with a double L.
Okay.
And yeah, otherwise just put out the energy. And if you're meant to connect, you would find me and I would find you.
Yes, yes,
That's the best test to connect.
yes. I love
Right.
that. I love that. So is there anything else that you would like to make sure that people know or make sure that you share before we go today?
Yeah, Pamela, something very simple. Life is chaotic. There are a lot of roles we play. Life is hectic. And we're always being tested. So it's challenging. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, everything outside only is a mirage. So
Mm-hmm.
I would just say we are trying to get out of this, that, this, that. The way out is in. So just
Yeah.
anything, or when all the things get chaotic, just go within.
Yeah.
Because that's where all the answers lie. Everything else is a reflection of what's going on inside.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could just step, it's hard, but breath slowly, breathe, breathe, breathe
Mm-hmm.
to further going within. I don't know, but just breath. If not anything, step out in the nature, feet on the grass, just nothing barefoot on the floor. Just be with yourself.
Yeah.
Learn to be with yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can just be still and be with
Hard,
yourself. Yeah.
hard,
Right.
hard.
Right.
We're all running away from ourselves. Let's go to the mall. It's a holiday. Let's go this. Let's see the phone. Let's see this. I have tea. We
Right.
just want to sit still.
Yeah. There's so many things
Let's
calling
meet
our
this person.
attention.
Let's meet this person. Let's party. Let's do this. We don't sit still. We're always
Right.
doing something.
Right.
Whereas the most important thing to do is go within.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that message. It's a great message. Thank you so much. Thank you for being my guest today,
Thank
sharing
you,
of
Pam.
yourself and
I'm
all
so
that you
glad
have to
I was
offer.
drawn to you.
Yes, thank
Always.
you. Thank you. And everybody who's listening or you're watching, please check out the website below. Read the description below. We'll have more information down there in the description box and in the information under the video. So thank you all for listening and watching. And let's learn, heal, and grow together. Thank you.
And share our podcast too. Thank you.
Yes, and share it out.
Bye, Pamela.
Bye bye. Thank you.